I mean, you got to take one game at a time. You know, we put ourselves in a hole and, you know, had the opportunity to win a game one and a possibly game three. So we made our own bed. Now we got to, you know, dig ourselves out.
How much of it is you guys having to make changes and adapt and adjust, and how much of it is just what the Warriors are throwing at you guys?
I mean, you always got to make changes, things like that. But they're doing a great job. You know, they're moving without the ball very well. They're passing very well. They're making shots. They're being poised about it. So, you know, we got our hands full and we got to figure it out.
George, you're down 3-0. How do you mentally approach Game 4 to keep this series alive?
I don't know. I don't think there's nothing mentally you can do. You're down 3-0, so it's a must-win situation, or the season's over. So that's enough said.
You know the history. No team has ever come from 3 games down.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to the history stuff. I don't care about history.
What do you think Cleveland has what it takes to overcome this?
I mean, we're still a resilient team. You know, I think every guy in this locker room still wants to fight. Still going to try to win. But, you know, we don't focus on history. You know, a couple of years ago, they said history, no one's done the 3-1 or whatever it was, and they end up doing that. So history doesn't mean anything.
How do you focus on this game, knowing that you are 2 in only this game and not thinking about winning 3 more afterwards?
The only thing you can do is focus on Game 4. You know, we can't get to Game 5 unless we take care of Game 4. So that's all that needs to be said.
Kevin Durant is one of the hardest players to guard. Do you have a new game plan? What can you do to make him uncomfortable?
I mean, he's an MVP Finals MVP for a reason. You know, he can do a lot of different things, but I think we're making it tough on him. You know, the shots he's hitting is not easy shots. You know, they're, you know, back to the basket, faced up, fading away over the back of the rim, things like that. Tough shots where, you know, we're contesting, hands in his face. He's just an unbelievable shooter.
George, when Golden State gets on those runs and those spurts, when you're out there, why are they so tough to stop? It seems like once they get rolling, it's almost impossible to stop that roll that they get on.
I mean, they've been doing that for years. You know, that's what Golden State is. You know, they may start out slow, but they have a lot of guys who can put the ball in the hole at a high volume. You know, one of the best shooting teams that you've probably seen, you know, in the history of the game. So your hands is always full and tied, and you got to try to figure out, you know, when they do get those runs, how we can stop it. You know, by making big shots, big plays down the stretch. You know, maybe try to stop some fast break opportunities by taking some early fouls and things like that.
George, Ty made a big point before Game 3 about the importance of physicality, you know, making them feel you early in possessions, extending that on the floor. It seemed like you guys did a really good job of that early in the game, and then that became tougher as it went on. What did you see out there in terms of making it, you know, that them sort of getting more of those openings later in the game that made it a little bit tough to make you feel them?
I don't know. I think, like you said, they move without the ball very, very well. You know, we know that it's been tough for us to, you know, get your hands on them most of the game and things like that. You know, play calls and guys get into foul trouble, and it kind of stops that. And the biggest thing is, you know, you can't take bad shots or you can't turn the ball over. And, you know, we took some bad shots. We turned the ball over, including myself, had 4 of them that was just bonehead turnovers. So you can't give a team that feeds off those things. You can't give those easy ones to them.
In the second half, as you went on, a lot of those sort of the slips that kind of broke you guys up in Game 2 kind of came back around. Is that a function of maybe fatigue and not being able to get into them? Is it so, you know, maybe tactically they saw that they were able to adjust to? What did you see when you looked at the film on it?
Just bad communication. You know, it's not a game of 24 minutes; it's a game of 48. So even with this team, if you're in it mentally for 40 minutes and you're not in for 8 minutes, that 8 minutes can go on a 20-2 run, you know, with this team. So it got to be a complete game where all the guys are in it together on the same page, communicating loud, often, and early.
Last night, both Kevin and Ron talked about this slim margin of error when you're playing Golden State and how you almost have to play a perfect 48 minutes. How mentally taxing is it knowing that when you're going into a game against them that just one turnover, one missed shot, one missed rebound can turn into just an avalanche of problems for them?
I mean, that's what they thrive on. They're one of the best fast break teams in the NBA off turnovers. So we know that. We know that. The marginal errors that we can make, is tough. Can open up to, like I said, a 20-2 run, things like that. So we got to be smart. We got to try to figure out how to take good shots and stay away from the bad ones. Stay away from the one pass shots or hard contested shots, and we got to learn how to, value the ball a little bit more.